Don't be scared to be labeled as a nerd because nerds are the best. Hi, my name is Kiani Zhang, and I'm currently a student at McGill University. I'm doing a Bachelor of Science majoring in biochemistry, and I'm in year one.
Can you tell us more about your major?
So, biochemistry, as you may have guessed, it's like a combination of biology and chemistry. So right now we're doing, I'd say it's like a 50-50 balance between chemistry and biology. But as you go further in the studies, you could go more towards biology if that's what interests you, or you could also choose to go into chemistry.
Have you decided already like which direction you're going?
Not yet. So I would say that biochem, it's a very versatile major in the sense that you have multiple directions that you could go in the future. So there's the pharmaceutical industry. So a lot of people who work in the drug industry, they're biochemists. Or you could also be working in academia, doing more traditional research. So I haven't still decided yet which direction I want to go, but I'm interested in pharmaceuticals.
Mm. How was your academic performance during high school?
During high school, I was like what you would consider a good student, I would say, like, a good average and later in CEGEP, a good R score, but I wasn't exceptional. I think as long as your average works, but you want to be interested in doing the stuff that you're doing now in university. So I really liked chemistry when I first did it in Sec 5. And that's why in CEGEP I chose to go to health science because you had more chemistry. So yeah,
Which CJEP did you go to?
I went to Marinopolis in health science.
Nice. What were some examples of extracurriculum that you have done?
So me, I haven't done really that much extracurriculars. I did in my first year of CEGEP. I joined a neuroscience club at my school. So there's this competition called the Brain Bee. So basically, there's like group of students all over Montreal, many schools across Montreal. They're learning neuroscience, like the complete everything of neuroscience by themselves in one semester, and at the end of the semester they compete, and you have it's a sort of it's an exam. So basically you're seeing like which one has the most correct answers, and you win a little prize. And there's also like a Canadian championship. So I did that, and that's the only activity that I really like dedicated myself in doing. So yeah.
Mhm. Do you think it helped you with your application process?
I think not necessarily didn't help me to apply for university, but I think it helped me decide which direction I want to go, which major I wanted to do. Like the brain beat in neuroscience, there's a lot of biochemistry.
Mhm.
So I was really interested in neuroscience too. So it didn't help me in the application, but it helped me as a person, I guess.
Other than this competition that you did, what are some other reasons that inspire you to choose this major? And when did you make the decision?
So as I grew up, I knew that I wanted to do something in chemistry. And like a lot of other Asian students, like the parents also like the environment. We want to go into medicine. We want to apply to med. I also applied to med, but I didn't get accepted. So yeah, this biochemistry was my second choice after med. I chose it, I think I just like chemistry, and I didn't want to go into pure chemistry because that's also like another major if you want to go to chemistry. So I
Mhm.
chose biochemistry because I like the organic part of chemistry a lot more than just the pure applied chemistry with a lot of physics. I'm not a very physics person.
Mhm.
So in biochemistry, it talks about it's the chemistry of life, basically. So it has a lot of in common with other health sciences, also like in the medical field, also there's a lot of overlap.
Mm. How did math help you in your major? And can you tell us one specific math concept that you use while studying this major?
Okay, so in CEGEP, I did calculus 1 and 2. There were required classes and also linear algebra. And when I chose my major, I saw like all the required classes. There wasn't any calculus, and I was kind of happy because calculus was really hard. Like I enjoyed it because it was interesting. It was unlike any other type of math we've done in high school or previously, but it
Mm.
was hard, so I was relieved. But actually, in this class, in my classes right now in biochem, there's a lot of calculus because math, they say that math is the language of science. So they're
Mhm.
using math to explain a lot of biochemistry related and also a lot of biology related topics. So math is actually really helpful. And I've come to enjoy doing math, enjoy looking at calculus because like it is really interesting when you think of life something so complex that can be broken down into some math equations, calculus equations.
Why is STEM important to you?
STEM is important to me. I think it's just something that no matter what you do, even if you're not in STEM, I'd say like it's a part of everybody's daily life. There's
Mm.
always like something to do with science in our daily lives. Like if you think of something very simple as something you use every day, a microwave, a refrigerator, they're all like concepts that are studied in STEM majors, but also it's just for your own, I guess, understanding because we always seek to understand the world, all the topics in STEM. If you do engineering, you do math, you do chemistry, they're all tools to help you understand your environment and to have, let's say, a different connection with the world.
And next, what are some obstacles that you have encountered, like while studying in general?
Again, like organization, I think from CEGEP to university, there's still like this jump. Like from high school to CEGEP, there's a jump. Like high school, the teachers, they basically teach you and you do the test. But CEGEP, you have to take a little bit more initiative on your own to seek out, like to do problems. And university is really different because like the classes are huge. I have some classes where there are 400 people in a big class. And so the teachers, they don't have time to individually guide you or to help you. So it's really on your own part to go to seek out the teachers or to do the problems or to find resources online. And also like the workload, it kind of piles up. So you have to be really organized. Like in CEGEP, I was a big procrastinator. I always like left my stuff at the end, like the day before the due date, but now like that's not possible. So I have to really to remind myself today I need to do all this because if I leave it for tomorrow, the workload is just gonna pile up. So yeah.
Mm, me too. Like I have like procrastination a lot.
Yeah.
Um, how do you like McGill? And then can you give a rating out of 10 and why?
So McGill, I really like it. I think like the one thing that I prefer, like McGill over Marinopolis, my CEGEP and high school, is that you can really, like, it's really easy to talk to new people. Like in class, if you're sitting next to someone, you can just talk to them. I think, like, in CEGEP or high school, we're reluctant to go talk to new people because, like, maybe they're in a different friend group or whatever. But in university, like, it's really open, everybody, we can talk to each other. And so that's one thing that I really like about McGill. Another thing is like the campus is really nice. Like it's really open and it's in downtown. So there's like I don't know the study environment is really nice. It's not depressing. So you want to go there, you want to go to school and it's like it's in downtown, but there's also like a lot of trees around. There's walkways that you can walk. So the environment is really nice. And for the rating, right now it's my first semester, so I can't really say, but now I think I would give it like a high 8, maybe 9.
Hmm.
So yeah, but also there is like construction on campus, so that kind of lowers the accessibility. But all the teachers are really nice, the students too. So yeah.
Were you always like a talkative person, like since high school and CJEP? Because you said like now in university you can just talk to people really.
Um, I, I think I would consider myself more of an introvert. Like I would stick to my own group of friends. But I think like now because people around you they seem more open. Like so you're not very pressured. Like, oh, would they judge me if I talk to them or something like that? Like everybody they come from different backgrounds, they come from all over the world. So everybody is kind of new here and that like in some ways that kind of pushes you to be more open.
And the last question, can you give some advice to girls interested in STEM?
I think my biggest advice is just to do what you're interested in. Like if you're interested in a very niche topic, I don't know, I can't think of any topic. If you really like electrochemistry, you like batteries, just do it. Just don't be pressured by outside influence and to really go to events. There's a lot of like hackathons and other seminars that are open to all students because I think girls were kind of not scared, but we're more, I'd say, reluctant to go to these events, especially in fields like that are more male dominated, like engineering. So
Mhm.
girls are kind of reluctant to go to hackathons or to go to like these coding events, whatever. So just do what you're interested in and don't be scared to be labeled as a nerd because nerds are the best.